Sajid Javid hits the roof, blasting Welsh leaders for banning Parkrun event over Omicron surge. Sajid Javid has condemned recent decisions taken by Parkrun to cancel all Welsh runs scheduled for the new year onwards in tune with Welsh COVID restrictions. The Secretary of State of Health and Social Care took to Twitter on Tuesday to react to the cancellations of the weekly running event in Wales. Unlike Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, the government has decided against introducing new COVID measures in England ahead of the new year, despite another record of 117,000 daily COVID cases reported on December 28. Mr. Javid wrote, "Parkrun has helped so many people improve their health across the UK. I can't see how restricting outdoor exercise in this way is justified or proportionate." Parkrun's decision followed new policies issued by Mark Drakeford, the First Minister of Wales. The Welsh leader introduced the new set of restrictions on December 22 to slow down the spread of the Omicron variant. Since 6 a.m. on Boxing Day, social distancing rules have returned in workplaces and public spaces. The rule of 6 for customers, table service and mask wearing is back in the hospitality industry. Parkrun and other significant events have had to be cancelled as, according to the new rules, only up to 50 people can gather for small sports events. Venues such as nightclubs have also been shut down. In the statement published on its website on December 22, Parkrun said, "With increasing uncertainty about impending restrictions and how they might impact Parkrun and junior Parkrun events, we'd like to take this opportunity to update our communities around the country. The evidence remains clear that the infection risks presented by outdoor events like ours are exceptionally low, and the public health benefits of remaining open are incredibly high. It is our intention, therefore, that whatever Parkrun events are legally permitted to operate, they should do so." The Welsh Government has also announced a gathering limit of 50 people. It does mean that we have no choice but to suspend all our 5K events from January 1 onwards. We know that some Welsh Parkrun events regularly have fewer than 50 people attending, however, it would take a very small influx for them to exceed the limit. The spokesman said that all Parkruns scheduled to take place in England, Scotland and Northern Ireland will still happen as they are in line with restrictions in those countries. The latest figures from Wales suggested a steep rise in cases in the days before Christmas. At the same time, infections in Scotland remain among the highest recorded. Furious Tory MPs and hospitality bosses in Scotland and Wales also today demanded Nicola Sturgeon and Mark Drakeford publish figures justifying their COVID crackdowns. City centres in the principalities, including Northern Ireland, were pictured desolate and lifeless last night amid the introduction of new COVID restrictions for pubs and clubs, which included the rule of 6 and social distancing for thousands of venues. Meanwhile, revellers let their hair down in England after Health Secretary Sajid Javid confirmed no new rules would be put in place before the end of the year. As a result, people living in areas where venues have been shut down revealed their plans to cross the border and enjoy a night out on the town in areas such as Bristol and Newcastle. Pubs in such areas are already preparing for an influx of customers, with one venue admitting they are expecting coaches full of revellers to arrive on New Year's Eve. Locked down businesses and politicians alike in Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland have been left furious by the new rules, particularly over the lack of figures published to justify the decision. Tory MP Faye Jones, whose constituency sits on the border between England and Wales, said, "I've been inundated with messages from worried businesses in Brecon and Radnorshire, particularly for those who have competitors across the border. We really must see the evidence." Andrew Davies, leader of the Welsh Conservatives in the Senedd, added, "As businesses struggle in the run-up to the new year, we still haven't seen any scientific evidence or advice from the Welsh Government on these new restrictions. Another example of why we need to see a Wales-specific inquiry into their handling of the pandemic."